for your competition will. As you can see, I just used stuff I had lying around. A shovel, coat hanger, piece of pine shelving, some small speakers, and an old PC fan. See if you can spot the tone wood. Some sort. I cut some frets on the coat hanger. I'll cut them roughly, and then I can trim them up later with a file or a hacksaw. Right, I'm going to attach these frets by cutting a groove and sticking it into the groove, maybe even pressing it in. So just been through with a triangular file. Now I'm going to go through with a needle file, which looks as though it's roughly the same diameter as the coat hanger wire. So looks like that's going to stick in nicely with some epoxy. So I've been through all this lot again with the needle file. I'll start sticking it down. So there we have, cut 22 bits of coat hanger. I've got to work out how to attach them to the fretboard. Right, just experimenting with sticking these frets on. So the idea is super glue in the groove. In place, put that over the top, the wood, press it down, squeeze. Right, as you can see, I've finished the fretboard and screwed it down. Didn't bore you with all the details, and anyway the battery on my camera had run out. So there we are, fitted that. It's going to have, yeah, it's quite shallow feel there, should be able to play something. So I've marked out here where the strings are aiming at. Made a line, and I'm going to drill some holes up here somewhere, 6 of them. Retrieve this bone, bit of turkey we had yesterday. See if I can make a bone nut out of it, because as you know, bone nuts I'm sure will get added brightness and depth and a lot more sustain out of it and all that bollocks. So I'm going to try cutting that up and seeing what the bone looks like after I cut it up. Anyway, try cutting the bone, and that was useless because, as you can see, a turkey bone it's got a rather large core, so that's useless. So I'm going to have to use plastic or metal, I think. Okay, right, well I've made this metal nut, which is rolled over at the top, and I'm going to fit that on there. A couple of screws, and then I'm going to cut some grooves in here. Hope that works. And then the machine heads will be some screws that I'll put here. So that's my next job. Right, I've secured this with 2 screws. Probably have to put some slots in to adjust the height. Marked out the string spacing. For now I've just made it equal spacing. Looks a bit narrow, but it is a prototype. I've got a thin file for my £5 set. Just make some grooves just to hold the string in place really. I made the machine heads out of brass screws, which have got plenty of friction into the handle. Drilled a 1mm hole in each screw, and they adjust nicely. This fan might have some thin wire in its motor. Check the resistance of the thing. £26k. Oh, see about that. So I'm going to take it apart and see what the wire looks like. Looking down inside it, in there somewhere, I can see the wire's very thin, so give it a go. Yep, looks like some wire in there. I'll have that out, measure what it is for real. The wire sorted out, now we need some magnets. I've got a couple of speakers in this unit here, and I'll whip the magnets out of those, and then I shall mount them on some strips of perspex, sandwich them, and wind the wire around the magnets and see how it works. Wire I've collected, total resistance 70 ohms, a bit different from the 7k which I'd like. Here it is wound and all ready to try out. By the way, Will, the guitar in the next clip is one I built using the techniques that you taught me on your lessons, so thanks very much, and I've gained a lot from it. Right, does the pickup work? Well, I've shoved it in position here, third position on my guitar. Try it out. Oh, that's good. So, does my shovel guitar work? famous shovel guitar, made of stuff I found in my shed. Obviously I found the shovel in my shed. The fretboard is made of a piece of pine shelving. Superbly routed and finished. The frets are made from wire coat hangers, chopped up, stuck into place with super glue, pressed into position. The nut is a piece of aluminium screwed on to the back of the fretboard. Machine heads are brass screws with a little 1mm hole drilled in to take the strings. Had a bit of problem with rotation of the handle, which I solved with these two screws here. Going down the strings, the only part that I actually bought. There's the mounting of the pickup. As you can see, it's mounted on a piece of tone wood, nice piece of mahogany. The pickup is made out of 3 magnets which I got from some small loudspeakers, and the wire I got from an old PC fan. Turn it over. Not much to be seen on the back. That's the tone wood retaining screws, and that's where the strings come through the back. That's all I've got. Not being very sophisticated here on the jack socket, but I'm not going to take this design any further.
Well, that's it. Thanks for the opportunity, Will, of doing this. I've really enjoyed it, and I hope the others had a lot of fun too. Cheers for now.